my kind of big thing is you want to be 51% more concerned with your own well-being than theirs. Because what a lot of people do, and it's just our culture right now, is you think, if I can get you back to balance, then I'll feel okay. But that's not how the brain works. I would guess that you're projecting the vibes before they get in the car. And the second they connect with you, whether it's the way your pupils look to them, I mean, this is micro millisecond stuff, that if they sense that the regulator is lower brain state, they're not coming online, they're going further offline. Because the brain's, like, they're so plugged in to you based on the attachment and what happened early on, that you are both the steadier and you are helping them steady, but you're also modeling how to be a steady person as they get older. So this has to be at the top of it. It can't be anything but the tippy top. And so that's really ultimately where my work typically goes with people, is not about the parenting. It's, I mean, again, I can give you ideas on how to be in healthy relationships and how to navigate the messiness of it, because that's inevitable. But it really hinges on what you said, which is like, oh, I can't expect them to be any more regulated than me. And what I can actually more expect is that they are going to be way more dysregulated than me, and I'm either going to go down with them, or I'm going to try to be a little bit more mature neurologically and see where that takes us. And believe me, those brains are strong. They will pull you down. But you're much more vulnerable to going there if you are close to the edge already. It's not about always being regulated. It's about modeling, hey, you guys, I am really out of sorts today, and you might be feeling that. So we're driving home, and I'm going to keep the radio quiet, because if I have more stimulation, my head's going to explode, and I'm going to yell at all of you. Like, that's really good information, and that's really good modeling of how to tune into yourself. And if you do that for the next 10 years, they're still going to be doing what they do, but they're going to go off into adulthood with a totally different orientation to their boundaries and to their inner knowing and to their nervous system and to their emotions than most of us got. So you want to go into this really saying to them, hey, you're learning this stuff, but I'm learning it too. I don't know how to handle when I'm upset. You don't need to know the answers, but you just need to have a sliver of awareness of like, oh, they're watching. They're going to do what I do. They're way less mature than I am, and I'm not even that mature a lot of the time. So I'm going to put a little more attention on me so that I can start figuring this whole thing out. And I'm also going to be modeling and talking about it with them so that they can then get the wiring done in this way versus having to unwire and rewire, which is just harder. Verbal is the least of what cuts through. It's all emotion. I mean, you know, you're going to get more, you're going to walk away and go, I don't have any clue what that woman said, but I got something. You know, like something got in there. And, you know, so that's even more to, like, beyond the point you're making is remember that they're operating in these different brains, but you're also talking both from and to these different brain states. And so being mindful, especially right now, with the way, not just what you're saying, but how you're communicating, if you want them to be more tuned in to the emotional content and the emotional tone for themselves and later, it's really important just to be aware. And I'm talking like 1 out of 30, 40, 50 times. You're not going to be like, oh, time for breakfast. Oh, how should I say that? Oh, I better be really calm. Like, you're not going to do that. But if you do, like, hey, I really need you to do that, and then you're like, wait, if you said that to me, I would be really annoyed right now. So we're backing up. Sweetheart, would you be willing to do this? So not trying to do it perfectly at all, because sometimes messing up and then showing them how you could have done it or they could have done it is way more impactful than doing it right the first time.